Today we are putting together my spring floral house, and you can see the size. It has tea light bottoms so that you can put electric tea lights through. It's made pretty quickly. It's quite pretty, and of course you can change up the colors. It's made for springtime, so you can use it for Valentine's Day, Easter, all spring, Mother's Day. This size that I'm showing you right here is made on the portrait or the cameo. So of course, if you want to make it a lot bigger, you can make it on your pro or your plus. Okay, let's get started here. We're gonna start by building the main pieces of the house, which I have here in white. So it's a little harder to see, but go ahead and fold back all of your score lines. Okay, so here's the front of your house. You notice all the tabs of this house are on the sides and the bottom. I did this on purpose because it's gonna make it a lot easier to build. So we're gonna start with the bottom piece and the front of the house. Go ahead and use hot glue and put some glue on that first tab. And you can see I have holes here. This is if you wanted to put electrical lights in it, okay? So you can do that with this other side as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue that one in place. Okay, there you go. And then let's go ahead and glue your two side pieces on. By making it this way where it's a little more broken down, I was able to make it a little bit bigger for our portrait users, and it will be substantially bigger for our pro users because you'll just be able to cut much bigger pieces. Okay, so once you have this, all you're going to do is you're going to come in and glue up all of your sides. So let's start with the back here. Just gonna pull that right up. Okay, and then do the other side. And then I'm not going to do the roof next. Instead, I'm going to do the front of my house. And then that way I can put my hand in here without a lot of problems getting in, which is why I do the roof last. So go ahead and glue this last piece. Okay, so you have the structure of the house. Isn't that so cute? Go ahead and glue your roof pieces down. This is just going to provide structural support for the roof that we're about to put on it. Okay, so structure of the house built. We're gonna move on to the roof. Now, the roof is a tiny bit tricky only because I cut it in two different colors because I wanted to do this really spring, fun roof line. So what I suggest is laying the whole thing out first, and I have this piece that goes off the top. The funkiest pieces are these right here, okay? So I believe it starts with the dark green, but I could be wrong. Let's just lay this out and see. Oh, and that makes sense. So this piece, you'll notice, has a little notch in it, and that tells you kind of where to put it, right there. So you are gonna glue this backwards. So that means go ahead and start at the bottom and then glue the layers up. Same on this side. Now this side's a little trickier because you don't have any cuts to tell you exactly where to put your stuff. It's just, I'm gonna tell you, it's just about there. You're gonna see a tiny bit of green coming out, okay? And that's it. So I'm gonna glue all of this together right now. Okay, once you get it to this point, go ahead and fold it in half, Okay, so you get your roof area. Now you'll see I have this little piece right here. The point of this piece is just to clean up your mess. You can see I've got these funny little, you can kind of see the edges. I just didn't like that. I just wanted it to be nice and clean. So what I'm gonna do is throw a little glue on the inside of this on one side and just place it right on top, just like that. And then I'm gonna glue the other side. Okay, isn't that pretty? Okay, so here's the great part. Look how cute that is. It should go on very, very nicely. Make sure that this white piece is popped out. This right here, this white piece. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add glue to the front of this roof and lay that one in first. Okay, can you see that glued on right there? So pretty. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is, we do have a front piece that overlaps on the front of this piece right here, okay? So we need to fold this little tiny piece in half, and we're going to press those tabs down. Let's go ahead and put on, this is your like decorative piece that kind of matches what's going on up here. So you're just gonna lay this on and glue it in place. Okay, and then we're just gonna glue this right over the edge here. Okay, you see how cute that is? Just has like the little front piece right there for you. Okay, so from here we start decorating it, and we have a little chimney piece. Let's just do, actually we'll do the chimney piece last just because it gets more difficult. You can see I have, now this is gonna be hard to decorate on this. Let me see if I have something to hold it up so that you guys can see me decorate it. Okay, I have this iPad case that I'm hoping will help it so that you guys can see. Yes, okay, that's much better for you guys to see how I place everything. So you do have a cute little door, okay, that you're gonna wanna center. But before I do that, sorry, we're gonna put down these bushes. So you can see we've got that same mimicked piece up at the top, and we're just gonna glue that into place. You can use the Elmer's glue if you want, like, you know, stick glue instead of hot glue if you want for that, but that's just your choice. So I'm gonna start with this front just because it's easy for me to work from. So then you have your door piece. And actually, I'm gonna use hot glue just to get that in place and centered. There we go. Okay, and you have all these darling little window pieces, and I am gonna use stick glue for these. Okay, now I've got these flowers laid out in lots of different ways. You'll notice there is one flower that has a score line in it. That's just to help you press it in place and make it much easier so that it will come up a little bit more like that, and it's meant to go on either side of this. And then you have lots and lots of these little leaf pieces, and you can decide how you want to lay those out. So I have gotten all of these little flowers ready. Pretty easy, you're just gonna press them and hot glue your leaves on. And then I am just adding these little pearls to the centers, and that will just help give it dimension, and it's really cute for the centers. So I'm just gonna finish that right now. Okay, let's finish putting together this front. Still using this thing in the hopes of it kind of sitting up and so you can see it better. Okay, so the front of this, we've almost finished. Oh, I managed to forget the pearls on these two flowers up here. So let me just quick throw those on. Okay. All right, the last thing on the front of this is to just put your pink, dark pink and light pink, and you can place these however you want. I don't even know if these are the way I've got them showing up on the file, but it doesn't really matter. The point is just to add them. Okay, once you've done this front, then we're gonna turn it over. Cute as that. And we're gonna do the back. Okay, so let's glue on our little bushes. And let's see, I think we have a couple of these windows. Done with the back. Now your two side pieces are exactly the same. We don't need this for now. So same deal, we're gonna put your window up first. All right, okay, so now we're just doing finishing. So let's start with your chimney piece. So your chimney piece just needs to be folded on all the score lines, have everything go the same way, just like that, okay? And then all you're gonna do is glue that together. That was quick, right? So we're just gonna glue that little edge, like that. And then I am gonna glue just a little dot on either side here. Lay them down just like that. Just kind of getting all those tabs together. Okay, so in terms of where you want to put this chimney, so I've got it facing me. You just have to decide, do you want it in the back so it's showing? Do you see how that is? Or do you want it in the front? For me, I think the back is the best place to do it. The other thing is I have this cute little butterfly and flower piece and I want it on the opposite side. So I'm actually gonna put my chimney on this side, which is a little bit funny, but you can decide where you want it to go. If you want it all on the same side, you can do that. And a couple of these flower pieces here. These are the scored flowers again. You're just gonna fold those up, layer them, and we're gonna put the butterfly in the center. You have one a little bit bigger than the other, okay? So go ahead and put a little glue on that. Pretty simple there. And then you've got your cute little butterfly, which I'm going to fold up like that, and we're gonna glue right to the center. Just like that. And we're going to add it to the top of the house right here on the corner. And I'm just going to press them like this, and I want them to be together. So I'm just going to have them come out of the top right here and glue it directly to the house. If you wanted to use a different color of leaf, you could. Okay, if you are not part of my Silhouette VIP group, you can join at karinagardner.com. Click on VIP, and I send out a free file every single Tuesday along with new videos so that you learn how to make lots of great silhouette projects. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so that you can get all of my tutorials, and I'll see you soon.